Here we're going to talk about whether or not a number is evenly divisible by either 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, or 10. And this is going to be useful when we start doing simplifying fractions or putting them in reduced form. So you might want to write this down and then memorize it because it's going to be useful later on. So what this means is to find out if a number is divisible by 2. Well, we know it's divisible by 2 if the number is even. So any even number, 26, if the last digit is even, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0, then it's divisible by 2 evenly. So 2 into 26 is 13. So any even number will be divisible by 2. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. So for example, 126, if the sum of the digits, which means you add the digits up, 1 plus 2 plus 6, so that equals 9. Well, 9 is divisible by 3 because 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we know that this number is evenly divisible by 3. Similarly, if we take another example of 2, 9, 4, 3, 2 plus 9 plus 4 plus 3 is 11, 15, 18. Well, 18 is divided by 3 because it goes 6 times. So we know that this number is evenly divisible by 3. So if we divide it by 3, we get 9. $981. But we know that it's evenly divisible by 3 because we added up the digits. If we had something like 421, it'd be 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. Well, 7's not evenly divisible by 3, so this number will not be evenly divisible by 3 either. For 4, the last two digits have to be divisible by 4. So if we had the number 340, we look at the last two digits, 40, and we know that that is divisible by 4 evenly because 40 divided by 4 is 10. So this number is evenly divisible by 4. 1216, if we look at the last two digits, 16. Well, we know 16 is divisible by 4 because 16 divided by 4 is 4. So this number is divisible by 4. If we look at 897, these two digits, well, 4 does not go into 97 evenly. So this number, 897, is not evenly divisible by 4. For 5, it's simple. If the number ends in 0 or 5, it's divisible by 5. 105, 210, all of those are divisible by 5. If there's a 5 or 0 at the end of the number. For 6, we have to go back and look at rules for 2 and 3. And for 6, it has to satisfy both 2 and 3. So it has to be even, and the sum of the digits have to be divisible by 3. So 126 is even, so it satisfies 2. And 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 6 is 9, which is divisible by 3. So since it satisfies both of those, it is also divisible by 6. And it's 21. But why we're doing this is to be able to see quickly, can we divide the number by 6? And this will make more sense when we start doing simplifying fractions and canceling for fractions. If we have 2, 5, 5, 6, well, it's even because it ends in a 6. 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 5 is 12, plus 6 is 18. That's divisible by 3. So again, since it satisfies both of these, this is also divisible by 6. 98 is an even number because it ends in is divisible by 2 because it ends in an 8, which is an even number. But if you add 9 plus 8 is 17, that is not divisible by 3. So therefore this is not divisible by 6 because it doesn't satisfy both of these. For 8, the last three digits have to be divisible by 8. So obviously this is going to be for a little bit larger numbers. So if we look at something like 9640, if we look at the last three digits, which is 640, then 8 does divide evenly into 640. So this whole number, 9640, would be divisible by 8. If we do something like 4206, we look at the last three digits, 8 does not evenly go into 206, so this whole number would not evenly be divisible by 8. 9, again, we're adding the sum of the digits, but now they have to be divisible by 9. So similar to 3, but now they have to be divisible by 9. So if we look at 3, 1, 8, 6, and we add the digits up, 3 plus 1 plus 8 plus 6, that equals 4, 12, 18. Well, 18 is divisible by 9. So 3,186 is divisible by 9 evenly. If we do 9747 and we add the digits, 9 plus 7 is 16, plus 4 is 20, plus 7 is 27. Well, 9 does go evenly into 27, so 9 will go into this number. And if we do the math, we can see that the answer is 1083. If we look at a number like 78 and we add up the two digits, 15, well, 15 is not divisible by 9, so we know that 9 does not evenly go into 78. And finally, with 10, any number that ends in a 0 is divisible by 10. 240, 360, anything ending in a 0 is divisible by 10. So write these down and memorize them, because it will be useful later to know, be able to recognize if a number is divisible by one of these numbers.